Let's take a look at some examples when we only have x on one side, and there's no way to rewrite these bases as something common. 3 and 5 are both prime numbers, so they're not going to have anything in common except for a 1, and that doesn't help us. In order to solve these, we want to rewrite in log form because that is another way to get rid of something being in an exponent. And the only way we can solve for x is if we can get it out of the exponent. So let's rewrite this in log form. Remember that to do that, we're going to swirl, and that's left, then right, then center. So let's go ahead and swirl. 3, 5, x plus 3. So we will rewrite this in log form. Remember that the first thing is to actually write log. Base 3 of 5 is equal to x plus 3. Okay, now that x has escaped from the exponent because we've rewritten in log form. I want to go ahead and use my change of base here. This is truly just a number, but I can't put log base 3 of 5 in my calculator. So make yourself a little note that we're going to use change of base that we learned in the last lesson. And change of base says that we can rewrite this as log of 5 over log of 3. Remember that the big number goes on the top, the base stays in the basement, it goes in the bottom of the fraction in the denominator. And that's still equal to x plus 3. Now I can put this in my calculator. Don't forget that when you hit the log key, it's going to open up a parenthesis. So when you put the 5 in, be sure you close that parenthesis before you hit the division bar, division symbol. All right, so log 5 over log 3, double check this in your calculator. Make sure that you can get the same number that I did, 1.465, and that's equal to x plus 3. Now it's just a matter of subtracting 3 from both sides, and that's going to give me x is equal to negative 1.535. Let's take a look at another one. So this time I have something with an exponent. Here I have natural base e raised to the exponent of x. Now, I can't swirl until this is by itself on one side. So we've got some work to do because we need to isolate this before we can do our swirl technique. So let's go ahead and circle that and say need to isolate. Notice that on this first one, we already had a base raised to an exponent, nothing in front, nothing tacked on after the exponent, but this one is going to take some work. The first thing that I want to do is let's go ahead and get rid of this completely extra term outside of the term that has the e raised to the x power. So I'm going to move the negative 14 to the other side, leaving me with 3e raised to the x is equal to 25. All right, now I still have this 3 out in front, so I want to move it to the other side too. I can move it by dividing to undo my multiplying. Now I have e to the x is equal to, well, 25 over 3. I could go ahead and make that a fraction, a decimal right now, but I'll just hold off for now. Now we can swirl. E 25 over 3, and then finally x. Remember, left, right, center. If I'm going to rewrite a base of e, I need to rewrite it as natural log with a base of e. So natural log of 25 over 3 is equal to x. X is equal to 2.120 when you put in natural log of 25 over 3. Remember that in this case, your parentheses will go around the 25 divided by 3. This whole thing is one term. So double check in your calculator, make sure you can get the same answer I did.